it's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to make an adorable owl sun catcher or home decor? I will be using items from softluxcompany.com and their live sales, as well as a few extra beads, like this little crystal from a bead shop, Artistic Beads in Studio. And I will leave links down below in the description for the products I am using in the video. We'll also be using soft flex wire and garnet, so you can cut about 12 inches of that for your project, and size 11 seed beads in gold. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow, and also down below in the description, I will leave a link for all other home decor ornaments and sun catcher playlist. Let's start creating. About the soft flex wire is that you can see it through the crystal. So we're going to need our seed beads. And I'm going to string on 10 on each side. What I love about the soft flex wire is it acts as a needle, so you don't have to pick up the little seed beads with your fingers. So we're going to add 10 on each side. 10 seed beads on each side. We're going to pick up one of our little 5mm fire polish, and on the other side, we're going to crisscross back through. This can be a little challenging because it is kind of a smaller bead. Ideally, you want to do this with at least a 6 or 7mm. You'll see that little tail. And we can just grab our pliers, our round nose pliers, and just give it a pull. We want to make sure that our little crystal on the bottom is in the center of our soft flex wire. And we've just created like a little beaded bail for our sun catcher. We're going to pick up 2 seed beads. On each side. And then we're going to pick up one of our little lentil beads. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each side. One of our beautiful fire polish. One more seed bead. And you could just add the beads to one side and then repeat on the other. I just like to work side by side on them. And then a lentil. We have beautiful autumn colors. The pattern until we run out of our beads. So we've added on all the beads to our sun catcher. We're just going to grab a 2x2. And similar to what we did on the base part of our connection point, we're going to do the same thing with the 2x2. So we have it on one side. We're just going to do our crisscross, and we're going to give it a pull. And don't worry if the little lentil beads are facing the wrong way. We'll straighten those out. And it doesn't matter which side of the soft flex wire, we're just going to choose one and we're going to loop it back through our 2x2. And this can be a little bit of a tricky part because things will want to loosen up and we just have to make sure that everything is nice and secure. We're just going to take our pliers and give it a little smash for our 2x2. And normally I will round the 2x2. It just gives it a more professional finish. But for this project and where the beads are, I don't want to round it. I don't want to damage crushing any of my beads. Then we're just going to trim off the extra soft flex wire, making sure not to trim the loop that we just created. So we have our beautiful little sun catcher. Now we have to attach our little owl and our feather. So you can do this with an eye pen. I will just be using the Soft Flex craft wire. And I'm going to use about 6 to 7 inches of the craft wire. And this is 22 gauge. So with the wire, the higher the number, the softer of the wire it is. With beading wire, the higher the number, the stronger the wire is. And if there's any bends in the wire, just move your finger over it and it should straighten out. We're going to take our round nose pliers and just give it a bend on our wire. And we're going to attach our little leaf charm. And then I'm just going to wire wrap a few times around the small part of the wire. And it's up to you if you want to do a tight foil or more of an organic. We're just going to trim the small side of the wire, a thicker gauge wire if you wanted to. Just with these owls, if you use anything thicker than a 22, it's a little bit of a struggle to try to get the wire or the bead through the wire. So we're going to do the same thing just on top with our wrap loop. Just wrap, and you can add a little bead on top if you want to. So we have our little coil. We're just going to trim our extra soft lace wire. Just going to attach our little owl. So you're just going to take your two pliers, open up your jump ring, and then we're just going to attach it over that smashed 2x2 and your owl. And then we're just going to give it a close. You'll hear that little click and you know it's secure. And we have our beautiful autumn owl sun catcher using items claimed from the Softlex Company live sale, as well as Softlex garnet wire and our beautiful little crystal. So much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. Have an awesome day.